Today I am going to tell you about reading and analysis of maps, 8th class first chapter. Can you point out the difference between a map and a photograph of the same place taken from the sky? Look at the photograph and the map of the same place. A map, unlike a photograph, does not show you any real features. A map is used by the geographer to show features and information that we consider important about a place. Whenever a map is prepared by a map maker, he will only show those places which he feels important to be shown on a map. For example, the distribution of rainfall is shown on a map, types of soils shown on a map, population shown on a map, languages spoken by the people on a map, crops grown, markets, schools, etc. A map maker may also leave out many features visible on a photograph. When you take a photograph of the same place, many features will be seen on that photograph. But a map maker will remove those features which are not important, which he feels important, those features only he is going to show it on. Like individual houses, trees, etc. Houses and trees, if he feels that they are not important, so he will not be showing you on a map. A map actually is a model of a place giving those features that the map makers consider to be of importance. Whenever a map is prepared by a map maker, he prepares in such a way that only those things are shown on a map which he feels important, or say example, the features which are important to be shown on a map, those features only will be shown by the map maker. Now you see the photograph of the same place. Earlier we have seen the map of that same place. Now the photograph taken by a satellite here. Now a photo may not be able to show you how much it rains in a place. A photograph will not show how much it rains in a place, how hot it gets in a place, or what are the languages spoken by the people. So as a photograph cannot show you how much it rains in a place, what languages are spoken by the people in that place, what kind of crops are grown in that place. In the similar way, map makers will not show all the features. So these are the differences between a photograph taken for a place and a map which is prepared for a similar place here. Now, maps down the ages. Maps have a long history. From prehistoric times, maps have been prepared here. Map making in India we are going to study. From the very prehistoric times, people have been speculating certain things about earth, rivers, seas, skies, etc. Often these speculations were depicted visually by the people. If you can see this image here, people used to speculate the things, whatever are present in the universe or whatever present on the earth surface, whatever they have seen, they used to speculate. They used to think that, they used to imagine that the earth might be like this. Often the speculations were depicted visually. They used to speculate those things visually. Now we have a prehistoric painting from Jawara from Madhya Pradesh. A place Jawara in Madhya Pradesh. From there we have a painting which is showing about land, about water and about the skies. During the Vedic period and Puranic times also, where it was thought that the earth has 7 islands. The earth has 7 islands and it was surrounded by 7 seas arranged in a concentric manner. While Mount Meru was in the center, India Bharatavarsha, which was located on one of the islands called as Jambudvipa. We also get references to a number of pictorial maps which were prepared during those times, which were depicting places, especially pilgrim centers, holy centers, sailors who sailed along the sea coast of the Indian Ocean. They too may have maintained elaborate maps or sketches of the coastline giving locations of ports, islands, etc. We also get references to a number of pictorial maps depicting places, especially holy places and pilgrim centers. Sailors who have sailed along the sea coast of Indian Ocean too may have maintained elaborate maps or sketches of the coastlines giving location of the seaports, islands, etc. The understanding of latitudes and longitudes helped in fixing the location of places on the maps. We find Aryabhatta using these concepts during the 5th century CE. In the Mughal period, the Indian map makers were introduced to the concepts and methods of Central Asian map makers. and an atlas was prepared in 17th century by Sadiq Isfahani in Jaunpur. And these latitudes and longitudes were used to determine the location of the places in his maps. Maps have a long history. Some of the earliest surviving maps which were prepared by Sumerians present day Iraq about 4000 years ago. The Sumerian temples used to have many lands under their control, so they wanted to have a record of the income which is generated from that land which is belonging to the temple. That's why they prepared maps. One of the maps drawn on clay tablet. One of the maps, it used to look like this, the clay tablet map here. Babylonians, they also prepared the maps on clay, imprinted it on the clay tablets that is belonging to the present day Iraq. They also made some of the world's earliest maps here. They imagined the world as a round disc. If you can see here, they have imprinted here circles. The inner circle had all the cities which were called as small circles. These were containing of villages, rivers, marshes and mountains. They knew about it. And the city of Babylon was in the center. City of Babylon was imprinted in the center. Beyond the inner circle, there was a bitter sea. Beyond this inner circle, whatever is beyond it, it was called as bitter river or a saltwater ocean, in which there were 7 triangular oceans. Around the same time, Greeks also prepared some of the maps here. If you can see, Greek geographers like Anaximander, Hecates of Miletus, Miletus now presently called as Turkey, and Herodotus also prepared world maps by arranging the places from east to west and north to south. If their ideas were similar to that of Babylonians. Anaximander, Hecates of Miletus, all these people who prepared maps, their ideas were also similar to that of Babylonians. They believed that earth was a round disc. They traveled widely and wrote down the descriptions of the land and the people and their histories as they saw or heard about. When they were preparing the maps, whatever they have seen while they are traveling, they have seen the land, they have seen the people and the histories as they saw or heard from the people. And they prepared maps based on these travels and descriptions given by the sailors. Though these maps have not survived, historians have tried to recreate these maps according to the descriptions which were written by the sailors or described by the sailors in those days. See here, in the previous map they placed Greek in the middle of the map. They also divided the world into 3 continents. One as Europe, one as Libya and one as Asia, and in the middle this blue color they made it as Mediterranean Sea. The Greeks and after them the Romans were greatly interested in making the maps and knowing about the places near and far about them, and they wanted to conquer the world, build colonies in far off places and trade with them. First the Greeks prepared the maps, then afterwards the Romans also started preparing the map. They wanted to know about these places which are far away from them. Not only they wanted to know about these far off places, but they wanted to conquer and rule them and exploit the resources of these places. That Alexander the Great, a Greek king who decided to conquer the total world and came as far as India 2300 years ago. Similarly, the Romans also were coming to India for doing trade. In order to help the sailors, the map makers had to be accurate. In order to help the sailors so that they can travel to their destination in a proper way, the map makers used to be very accurate. So they tried their least better way to prepare the maps in an accurate manner. The Greeks tried to make the maps accurately with the help of longitudes and latitudes. Now let us see how this was done by the Greeks. They tried to find out a set of places. For making maps accurate, they used latitudes and longitudes. Then how did they make it? They first tried to find out a set of places where the midday occurred at the same time. First of all, they tried to find out a set of places where the midday occurred at the same time, and these places were joined together with a line from north to south, making it as a meridian. That is the longitude, which is called as a noon line or longitude. They also tried to draw latitudes by connecting places which were having equal length of shadow at the noon. So they first made latitudes and longitudes. With the help of these latitudes and longitudes, they tried to make maps very accurate. With the help of these 2 kinds of lines, they drew a grid on the map. They drew a grid on the map and located the places from east to west and north to south. Preparing the maps accurately was not an easy task. It has nearly taken 2000 years for the map makers to make the maps accurately based on latitudes and longitudes. But locating places on a map with the help of these two lines became easy and useful for travelers and sailors. Locating the places with the help of these latitudes and longitudes, which made the sailors very easy to travel to their destinations. And even the sailors also helped the map makers by describing the places where they have visited and whatever they have seen. One of the ancient famous personalities, Ptolemy, he was the first person to make maps by using these lines, latitudes and longitudes, in an accurate manner. But however, the maps which were prepared by Ptolemy have been lost for a long time. You may have noticed on the maps which were prepared earlier, they were giving exact information about Europe and Africa, the coastal regions of Africa, the coastal regions of Asia. Why? Because the sailors, when they have visited these places, they might have landed in the coastal regions. They might have knowledge about the coastal regions and sea coast. So that's why they have given information to the map makers about the coastal regions of these places only. As they did not have exact knowledge of the interior places, so they did not describe about the interior places to the map makers. Now, as you can see, one of the maps which was prepared during those times, which was giving correct information about the coastal regions of a place, but interior regions of a place, there was no information. See on the map of Asia, where India was shown very small when compared to Sri Lanka. Why? Because the sailors had great knowledge about the interior parts of the Sri Lanka as compared to the interior parts of India. The books of Ptolemy, which were used by the Arab map makers in making the maps exactly. One of the famous map maker during those times, that is Il-Adrisi, he prepared a map for his king in the year 1154 CE. The map with the legends written in Arabic language, while showing Europe continent fully, shows only the northern parts of the African continent and lacks details of the southern African and southern East Asia. Before they discovered the books of Ptolemy, the European map makers, they were greatly influenced by the religious ideas of the Bible and made maps of world based on this. Really was a model of the world according to the Bible. It is surrounded by oceans and it is divided into three continents, mainly Asia, Europe and Africa. Of these, Asia was considered to be the largest one. This is the Asia continent, which is according to the Bible influence. So Asia was placed in the top as it is having Jerusalem, which was the birthplace of Jesus Christ. It is therefore placed in the top, and Europe and Africa are shown in the bottom in a smaller size. Around CE 1480, Europeans rediscovered Ptolemy's books. They were stunned to learn about the accurate description of the location of the places. They prepared some of the new maps based on them. Now you can see one such map which is prepared here. Around CE 1480, Europeans found the books of Ptolemy and they were stunned to know that how accurately the maps were prepared by Ptolemy by using these latitudes and longitudes. During 15th century, Ptolemy inspired many people from Europe. And because of his inspiration in preparing maps, many schools were established in the regions of Italy, in the regions of France and in the regions of Germany. German school of map making, Italian school of map making, French school of map making were established. Fortunately, this period was happening to be an age of discovery and exploration. Many explorations were made, many new places were discovered by the sailors here, which made the importance of the maps to grow and which made the people also to have interest in making the maps exactly and accurately for the sailors. This was the time when Arab rulers, they blocked the way of Europeans to reach India through Mediterranean Sea, which made the West European countries to discover sea routes to India through Atlantic and Indian Ocean. And thus Columbus from Italy, he went westward and discovered America, and Vasco da Gama from Portugal, he discovered a sea route to India crossing Atlantic Ocean and Indian Ocean.